Hey everybody, Dave Kaval has emerged and gave his first address that refers to the new term sheet that the City of Oakland released on the 17th, actually late on the 17th of August, where, among other things, affordable housing is listed to be an item that is paid for upfront by the athletics. But Dave has said, not to me, but to those present, hey, we're still far apart on economic issues. I'm going to make in my own vlog as to what those issues specifically are at another time. But what I want to show you right now is Dave Kaval explaining to me the exact point when Las Vegas became a city that the athletics decided to concentrate on. Some people out there have blamed Dave Kaval for the change, and what they try to do is say, well, he said this on this date, or then he said that on that date. And the details aside, it wasn't Dave Kaval that made the call. It was the Major League Baseball management, directed by Bob Manfred, the commissioner of Major League Baseball. So those of you out there who are blaming Dave Kaval for all of this, that's not the way to go. You're not going to understand how much of a role Major League Baseball has in the future of the athletics at this point. So here's what the president of the athletics said to me about that aha moment when Las Vegas came into play. Let's talk about Las Vegas. What was the aha moment where you all said, okay, we have to check out Las Vegas? What was the trigger? Did somebody say something? Was it just a realization? Did a number go? I mean, was it the pandemic and the impact on the athletics, or a combination of things? What happened?
Well, I mean, it really was directed by the league, and I think they were concerned with the timing. We received a letter from the city actually on opening day that stated that the earliest the stadium could be open is 2027. And when we saw that, and we knew that a lot of hurdles still needed to be overcome, we knew our lease was only through 2024. We've made efforts to extend it, and they have not gone anywhere. So we're really running out of time. And I think all those factors together made the commissioner, Rob Manfred, and his group really direct us that, like, hey, we need to have some other options that are possible. And they really directed us right to Las Vegas, because that is a community that does large public-private partnerships. They move quickly. Obviously, you've seen the success of the other pro sports teams there, the Raiders and the Golden Knights. And they felt that it was really important that we open that parallel process in Southern Nevada as soon as possible. And we are taking that direction, and we're running with it. And we've had a series of meetings. I'm going back to Las Vegas later this week on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to continue those meetings because we have to have a place to play. We are a Major League Baseball team. We need a Major League stadium. We are in a very dangerous position that we're not going to have that, and we need to act quickly.
Now, I will never bet against Las Vegas again. It has my favorite economic development officer of all time. That's Stephen Hill. I had the pleasure of meeting him during the groundbreaking for the convention center in 2018, right? Where are you with Las Vegas specifically? And I ask because, is it a model that you're seeking like you have in Oakland in terms of the public investment with $12 billion in office? What's it look like in Las Vegas versus what it looks like in Oakland? And I might add, are you taking like a step back? Is this back to 2017 where you started in terms of like starting all over again because things aren't going quite right in Oakland?
Well, I mean, we're at an early stage to do one, market feasibility. So to understand, can a team even work there? And what are the economics of it? Second, to understand what venue locations make the most sense, whether it's in the resort corridor, whether it's in Henderson or Summerlin, which are the suburbs, or in the downtown area, where the mayor really controls an area that they're trying to redevelop. That's probably more similar to what we've done at Howard. So there's a variety of options. We're doing a lot of market studies. We're trying to get as knowledgeable as possible in terms of the actual mix of local fans versus tourists, the revenue that could be generated, and then what public-private partnership could exist. Could it be similar to the way the Raiders did it, where there was a bed tax? Could it be a different type of way that the public could help out with land or other different mechanisms, tax increment. There's a lot of different ways to do it. And we need to really continue to have conversations with the local elected leaders and all the different stakeholders to determine what makes the most sense.
Is the governor involved?
Yes, I met with the governor when I was there 2 times ago. We've talked to members of the state assembly, obviously local officials, county commissioners in Clark County, Mayor Goodman, who obviously is a great advocate for all of Southern Nevada and a big baseball fan. So we've cast a wide net, and we've been received very positively. And the thing about Nevada is it's a get to yes kind of community in terms of
it is.
Yeah, and that was the way things were in Oakland in the 60s when they built the Oakland Alameda complex. That's not something that's unique to Nevada. California had that at one point. It's just gotten so difficult to get things done with all the layers of bureaucracy that have been created. And many of those things are good, but we can't lose sight of the fact that we have to accomplish things and move things forward for our community to actually thrive.